Hey y'all, it's Nat. I hope you're having a terrific day today, and for this video, we're going to be doing my second quarter haul. So starting at the top, I grabbed How to Catch a Queen by 𝗖cie 𝗁𝘁. I have read two of this author's thrillers, but I haven't read any of her romance work, and I did enjoy the romances she would work into her thriller stories. On that same trip, I also grabbed The Ballad of Black Tom by Victor LaValle. This is a horror novella that I've heard a lot of people talk about, but I don't actually remember off the top of my head what it's about. I read Lone Woman by this author, and I had an okay time with it, but I was intrigued enough by his writing style to try out more of his work. I found a copy of Where the Dead Brides Gather by Nuzo Ono. It sounds really interesting. I think somebody at my fantasy book club was talking about it, and that's how it got on my TBR. And this was their, like, if you buy something at the cafe, you get this book for $5. Mapping the Interior by Stephen Graham Jones. It was kind of hard to resist, especially since I've gotten Josh into Stephen Graham Jones. We also grabbed these two when Barnes & Noble was closing. That's volume 4 and volume 6 of Mariko-chan by Tomoki Uzumi. Betwixt by Dorinda Jones. Dorinda Jones is an author I really enjoy. Her Charlie Davidson series is one of my all-time favorites. And this one is the start of a different series, The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. This is actually the July pick for my Geek Squad book club, which is hosted over on my Patreon. I'm actually in the middle of reading It Came from the Closet. This is a collection of queer reflections on horror. Each essay is by a different queer author discussing how horror movies relate to their identity, how they see themselves represented in horror movies in different ways, and I've been very much enjoying it. I ended up stealing from my friend Allie The Unmaking of June Farrow by Adrienne Young. I've enjoyed the YA I've read by this author. I'm hoping perhaps her adult work will go a little bit better for me. Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry, because Emily Henry is one of my favorite romance authors. Unfortunately, I did not love this one. I was in pretty good company with having a very middling review. The most recent Evernight book box was The Staircase in the Woods by Chuck Wendig. This one, I feel like people have been pitching it as similar to Stranger Things mixed with like It. Really enjoyed a lot of the Evernight box books that I have received. So I grabbed The Book Eaters by Sunny Dean. This one was going around there for a hot minute whenever it first came out, and I heard a lot of mixed things, but I've still always been very intrigued. And then the final book that I recently grabbed doesn't count because it's also kind of a souvenir, and that would be Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab. I grabbed this one while I was in Rhode Island